Look at this beautiful fucking neckbeard. Motherfuckers. This is what happens when my razor gives out after half a minute of shaving. Because it's a piece of shit. So I get this beautiful... listen to it scratch. Ah, beautiful. Who's the best skeptic now, nigga? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was racially insensitive. Which look, it's these flip-flops, man. They're turning me evil. They whisper to me while I sleep. But they also give me my power. Welcome to the semantics game, where words have too much meaning and grammar may or may not matter depending on the context or the lack thereof. So most people would say that liberty and freedom are basically the same thing. And they are. You could use the words interchangeably in any sort of social situation. Everybody will know what you mean, but that's not what I'll be doing here. Instead, I will be delineating the differences between these two terms, at least how I perceive them. So please do focus on the ideas and don't give too many shits about the words. Try to understand where I'm coming from. I don't like freedom. I've seen Mad Max. I found the films enjoyable. I wouldn't want to live in that society. The same goes for Fallout and the Wild West and really any sort of thing that has ever existed where the only law people are beholden to are the laws of nature. I'd much rather live in a society where murder is illegal and where there is a social contract that is enforced by some sort of policing institution. Maybe I won't be able to do as I please to other people when I want to, but also other people won't be able to do as they please to me. This is because a society of just pure freedom is basically anarchy, which ironically makes you less free in a society made of pure freedom than in a society that runs on liberty. Here's how I see it. If freedom and liberty were metals, then freedom would be the pure element, right, like iron, and liberty would be an alloy, like steel. It's still mostly iron, aka freedom, but it's stronger and overall less brittle and more flexible, and really steel is better than iron. Freedom paves the way for tyrants, because without a higher power to defend your inalienable human rights, your inalienable human rights are no longer inalienable, right? Anyone with more power than you can just drop by and make you their bitch, because they have better guns than you, and your ownership of self goes only so far as to having no one with better guns than you decide that they want to own you. This can be quite nice if you're at the top of the pyramid, the supreme leader, who is only threatened by every single person that could possibly topple him at all times. But let's be fucking fair here. Probably, if randomly, you're not gonna be the supreme leader. You're gonna be a fucking slave. In a society fueled by liberty, it isn't your sole responsibility to protect your own human rights. There's a huge apparatus of organizations and institutions of trained people whose job it is to defend your human rights for you. And they can do that better than you will ever be able to. If somebody takes you hostage, the police will come by and shoot them in the dick, or some other body part. I'm not trained in the use of firearms, I just assume that it is hypothetically possible to shoot someone in the dick. And the police, which is generally trained in the use of firearms, should be able to shoot someone in the dick. Another advantage of liberty is the protection of your property while you're not in the house, because you may be not in the house all day, like I am. And also, even if you're the little man, you have all the recourse in the world to go up against huge organizations with great power that try to fuck you. Of course, if you're bad to somebody, if you want to express this in a very simplistic way, in a freedom-style society, you're not free from consequences either, right? if you rape somebody, there's a good chance that person's family will come by and shoot you in the dick. And then your family might go to their family and shoot their family in the dick. And then the friends of their family might take their guns and then come shoot your family in the dick. And the friends of your family will go to the friends of their family and shoot them in the dick. And that's how you get wars. It's just a lot of dick shooting involved, is what I'm trying to say. It's just all the dick shooting. Just dicks being shot left and right, front and center, all the dicks being shot all the time. This whole situation doesn't occur in a liberty-style society because there are largely impartial, trained people who will do the dick shooting for you when you are wronged. And sometimes there has to be no dick shooting at all because there's other recourses for that. The threat of dick shooting is going to be enough to put people in prison, right? You'll have an organization that has the power to punish people without necessarily shooting them in the dick. And sure, you may have some corruption here and there, like no system is perfect. You may have a policeman that's involved with a case that includes his family, and that's not always good. But as sure as shit is better than anarchy. Liberty gives you the ability to start a business without being rounded up and shot or forced into slave labor by the wealthier competition. Liberty gives you the ability not to worry about someone with a lot of weapons seizing your property tomorrow. Liberty gives you the ability to enact widespread change in society and have a voice that is heard without the fear of being ripped apart for it. Liberty gives you the ability to hold those above you accountable instead of being subject to their whims. So ultimately, liberty is better than freedom because freedom is anarchy, and liberty is freedom without the anarchy. It may not be perfect, but it is superior. And this is the part where you realize this is all just a semantics game. And when people say freedom, they probably mean liberty, because freedom is a good word, is a nice thing word, which is used for nice, good things. And so is liberty, because you can use them interchangeably. Please do not think that I will interpret your usage of the word freedom as you wanting to live in Mad Maxia. That's not what's happening. It's not what's happening at all. Thanks for watching. Maybe engage with this video. Give it a like, give it a comment, drop me a sub, follow me on Twitter or on Minds. Do not follow my mind using supernatural means, because that will be creepy. I may do a second video this week. I don't know yet. It may happen. It may not happen. You can do bets. But until then, remember to wash your ass.